quick video from me to say, oh my goodness, what a freaking week I am having. I tend to only make these videos when I'm having a freaking week of some kind. But this has really been big. A lot of stuff has happened this week. Chris went back to New Zealand on Saturday, and transition week when he goes back is always really hard. This has been no exception. We had an amazing time when he was here. And this week sucks because I'm adjusting to being back on my own and working on my own and waking up on my own and just doing all those things without my buddy next to me. So yeah, a lot of adjustment. I had an amazing call last night with Mariska, and oh my goodness, that girl, she has totally found her zone of genius. I was floored to hear her. It sounds funny to say it like this, but I heard her listen to me, which is a very bizarre thing that I don't think I've ever experienced before. But I heard her listening to me and repeat back to me what it is that my strengths are. And the massive realization I'm having this week, and that was before my call, is that because of my strengths, which are in communication, I'm really good at communicating with people. I know that, and I'm proud of it. I really love communicating with people. I'm also really good at making people when they're in my presence, tend to feel like anything is possible. I don't really know how I do that. There's no secret recipe. It's not something I could teach people, but I know that I do that to people. I feel it rub off on people. And I don't have very many people like that in my life. I think the one person who makes me feel like that is somebody who I'm really conscious of taking up too much of her time. But I adore reaching out to her. She's the person I think of. As soon as times get kind of hectic and chaotic, I'm straight on my phone contacting Nikki to say, oh my goodness, upper limit. And I feel like she's the most like-minded person that I know. And I've met a couple of others recently who I feel similarly about. And that's really exciting because I feel like almost, without sounding big-headed about this, I'm almost like a unique breed of person because I've got this immense capacity. I'm a bit like a Mary Poppins handbag. I can take on a lot of stuff, like not just workload, although I can take on a pretty epic workload and not have it frazzle me, but I can just take on a lot of stuff. Like, I don't need to write stuff down. I've just got capacity to absorb things, order things, get things done. I'm a real action taker. I make stuff happen. That's my thing. You know, if I have an idea, within 10 minutes I've bought a domain and I'm building a website and it's out there. I don't sit on very much. I move very quickly. And that's something that people in my life have always found difficult to keep up with. Luckily for me, my husband is very patient and really likes trying to keep up with me. So I hope I don't exhaust him. But on my call with Mariska last night, we pulled out that my strengths were that I make people feel like anything is possible. I'm really good at communicating, and I'm also really good at researching things and sharing my knowledge. So absorbing, learning new skills, and then passing that on to people in a community. And those are the things I really love doing. So it was really cool to hear that all read back. But the amazing, incredible thing about the call was the fact that I had just learned this week that what I'm doing, this is the opposite of finding my kind of life purpose. But what I do is I spend most of my time not honouring my own feelings about anything or not sharing them fully because I'm more focused on guarding other people's feelings and time, as I mentioned already. I really don't like to put my stuff on people, and I don't like to make people feel like, ugh. I know that because I am a strong person, it makes people nervous when I lose it. And when I say lose it, I just mean lose my cool, you know, when I doubt myself and when I have questions and when I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing? Because we all do that. You know, goes back to my earlier point. We all do that, and you will always do that. And that's a really good thing. And I hope I always hit those upper limits and push past them. No matter how big my business gets, no matter how many clients I've got on the board, no matter how much money I make, I want to always be able to recognize my upper limits and push past them. So it's a good thing, really good thing to feel like this. And my call with Mariska last night allowed me to explore the fact that I do this thing where I guard other people's emotions and I guard their time and don't allow myself to fully express what I'm feeling. That's such a big thing, and it makes so much sense. Like, so much sense in my relationships with people, family members, friendships, everything. It just makes so much sense. I am like an infinite giver. I will give my time, I'll give my attention, I'll give my knowledge, I'll give anything I can to help other people, at the cost of my own well-being. And that's something that I'm reflecting on right now. So anyway, I started this video because I wanted to tell you about Mariska, but it's gone on really long. So I think I'm going to do another short video in a couple of days once I get my notes back from her. But the call was amazing. And when she has a link to her sales page, I'm going to share it with you, because this girl knows how to talk to you for a really short amount of time, or we talked for a really long time, but that's because I kept sidetracking. We'll talk to you for a really short amount of time and pull out what your life purpose is, what you're here to do. And that is something, that is a gift. Like, for her to do that for people, no matter how much she charges, is a gift, and you need it. I definitely needed it. You definitely need it. Everybody needs that. And it makes you feel awesome. And who doesn't need that in their life? Anyway, it's Friday here. I have a weekend all to myself. I'm planning to immerse myself in Kendrick materials because my first coaching calls are coming up next week. And then write the copy for the rest of my brand new website. My mentoring went live this week as a final note. That's the first time I've ever offered that. I will leave a link under here so that I've got that tracked somewhere for prosperity. Amazing. 3 people signed up, 2 calls done already, 3rd one coming next week. Love these people, love working like this. This is what I am meant to be doing. I love it, love it, love it. God, it's like I'm able to really help people get stuff done. And that's what I do. I do stuff, I make things happen. And now I'm making stuff happen for other people. Yay, that rocks. Happy weekend.